Ooh. On this episode of Buckhorn Bites, we're going to put something hot in our mouths. I don't know what it is because Martelle just left me alone in the studio to go downstairs and heat it up. I hope he washes his hands first. Stay tuned.
Welcome to the Buckhorn Podcast. I'm Martelle, and with me always is Randy. What up, Randy?
Your crying shoulder. It's a beautiful day. It is.
It's not bad.
Chilly 61-ish degrees. And I listened to summer hits of the 90s all the way out here.
Nice.
And I pulled into your driveway to some Edwin McCain. So I was singing at the top of my lungs like an idiot.
To my truck parked in the yard.
It is. Yeah, your greasy truck.
Got a friggin' oil leak.
Yes, you do.
So, hey, I may have a buyer for the Audi, too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I took it to I met a guy yesterday and let him drive it. He's a car guy. He had a BMW 335i that was
nice.
Decked the fuck out.
Nice.
And he's just like, I miss it. He goes, he goes, I got a buddy who's got a Golf R. He goes, that pulls like 0 to 60 in 4 seconds.
Not bad.
Not bad. I'm like, son of a bitch.
Yeah,
so he's just
impressive.
Like, he's like, he goes, I like it. He goes, gives me something to think about. So I'm hoping.
Well, I was just saying until that money hits your
I'm
going. The account.
He's the only one who has been serious at this point.
Yeah.
I had a couple people that were giving me shit on price because I'm asking 19 for it.
Yeah,
it's not outstanding.
It's pretty good.
But by Edmund standards, it's a little more than clean. It's not outstanding. There's a couple little marks.
Yeah, it's pretty good though.
But it is super clean.
All right, I'm super hungry, and you.
Yeah,
we were about to record, and you ran downstairs and brought up a covered plate, so I'm interested.
Yeah, we're gonna.
I know if you did it, it can't be the worst.
Well, it's gonna be the best.
And if it's what I think it is, I'm gonna laugh so hard and be so happy.
It may be what you think it is.
Can we unveil it now?
What do you think? Take a guess. What do you think it is?
I think you melted some nacho shredded cheese on some Oreos.
No.
Oh.
Why would I do something stupid?
Because of the meme I posted to our page.
No.
You did it.
No.
You did do something stupid. You got that crap eating grin on your face.
Oh, I do, yeah.
You did something dumb.
But this shit eating grin, it's deceiving. Super deceiving.
I'm hungry, though. I haven't eaten, so.
I know. That's why I decided to tease you with food.
Are you you're taking a picture? Still not letting me see.
No. You can't see that. Let me,
What are you, fluffing it up? You
no,
fluffer?
I want to be able to get all of it in there. Yeah, baby.
You lost a connection to something according to our studio monitor.
Yeah, that's fine.
Here at Take the Helm Studio.
Okay. Yeah. So I've kind of renamed the office as Take the Helm.
I don't know what that means, but
so
I'm
here,
with it.
You know what? I'll bring it up so that you can see exactly what Take the Helm means, and I like it. That's why I kind of went with it.
I know what it means to take the helm.
My keyboard lost connection. That's what it was.
Ah, there you go.
Take the helm. So the definition is take a helm does to steer the boat or ship, the captain took the helm. To take position, full control, or authority in an organization.
Okay, so you just mean in a very literal sense.
It's very literal. Yes.
I mean, I knew what that meant. I didn't know if there was like some story behind it or you just, okay.
I liked it. It sounded good. That's what we do here. We talk a lot of shit and just take the helm.
All right.
In the studio.
Yeah, you literally messaged me, hey, I renamed the studio to Take the Helm Studio. My response was, okay.
Okay.
Well, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I also created a location for Martelle's mansion. So
I didn't see that one. I finally created one last night for my, I kept calling it the man cave, capital M, capital C, but everybody calls their man cave a man cave.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't want to just call it the man cave. So I ordered a custom bar mat, which you've seen in a couple pictures.
Yeah.
But it's the Kilns Tavern.
I like it.
And my tavern, as I call it, it's got the old wood paneling, very vintage looking. It's got wood flooring, wood built-in shelves.
It's very pedo 70s.
It is. And the landlord, we rent, and he was like, you can change the walls, paint it. And I was like, no, it ain't mine. I'm not.
It matches my van.
He was just like, yeah. He was like, I'm not going to change it, but I don't care if you do.
Right.
Like if you want to rip down the fake wood paneling, put up drywall, I was like, no. I'm rocking it. So, I was doing some research, and I want to pull up the definition too so I get it exactly right, but I was intrigued. My bar mat, I like my bar mat because it says, The Kilns Tavern, proudly serving whatever you bring.
Hey,
It's like that's so appropriate.
it's kind of like the studio,
Exactly.
too.
You're
BYOD, bring
It
your
is.
own drinks.
So, yeah, but I really liked it. But the reason I named it the Kilns is because I've got those built-in bookshelves, and I've got some different books of all varieties. That thing's going to collapse and make an awesome ruckus.
There we go.
Okay. But the Kilns was the name of C.S. Lewis's house, one of my favorite authors.
Okay, yeah.
He authored The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. That's the first book series like I remember my mom reading me as a kid.
Yeah.
Aside from the Bible. And,
The Bible's a book series?
And, well, technically, yes. It is
It's a series of stories.
Collaboration of books, yeah, of scrolls, and we won't get into all that. But we have that set, too, down there on the shelf. And, yeah, if you look up the Kilns, the first thing that should pop up is his house, because he bought property, and him and his like family relatives or whatever put houses on this property that was an old brick factory, basically.
KILNS.
LNS.
All right. Just want to make sure it was kilns, not kills.
Boom, right there.
There it is. The kills.
The Kilns, and you get the Wikipedia, and you get the cslewis.org site. It shows a picture of his house. So, I thought it was a pretty cool name.
Yeah, I like that.
And
honestly, I thought you were doing it because you do knife making and you work in a kiln.
That was a cool tie-in too. It's like I do kilns, kind of clay pottery and forge, but still or not a forge, clay pottery and bricks, but it's fire making things. So it
Right.
kind of tied in. And I was thinking, do I want to name it like? I found where I can get the bar mat. I was like, do I want to name it Chieftain Tavern? And I was like, nothing just sounds good.
I like the kilns.
And yeah, I was reading about C.S. Lewis. And then I saw his house and the name, and I looked through the history of it and took kind of a virtual tour, and I was like, man, I really like that name.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
So
I dig
now
it.
you've got Take the Helm, and I've got the Kilns, and we've
Yeah.
got our own thing going on. So what?
Okay.
We got to eat.
All right, so go ahead and take the cover off.
Okay,
You've got yourself a little slider there.
I do. Now I'm not I'm not sure about the pickle. Is this like a spicy pickle?
Well, I'm not going to tell you that. I'm not going to tell you. It's a gherkin.
Okay, it doesn't smell bad.
It's a gherkin. I mean, you look at it, and a gherkin's just a tiny pickle. So what you have here on a slider bun is
I think I know what I have here
it's a pork loin that I smoked for 4.5 hours
with some slaw on it.
with some slaw.
Now I'm telling you right up front, I am not a fan of slaw at all.
Well,
But I'm going to give it a go.
you're going to give it a go. It also has a cranberry barbecue sauce.
I was going to ask what kind of sauce it was. I
So
lifted the bun a
it
little.
is a cranberry barbecue sauce that Liz and I found online that I've perfected, and it is literally my go-to barbecue sauce. And Randy just dug in with a huge mouthful of meat.
Oh, good.
The slaw just kind of makes it, and it's not so the barbecue sauce is a vinegar-based and cranberry barbecue sauce. Like it
I
is
was expecting it
literally
to be like a really sweet,
No.
like a fruity flavor.
no.
It's
So
more like the Carolina.
it's more like a
vinegar-based.
Carolina style
Yeah.
vinegar-based, but it's super thick. It's not like your wine sauce swine sauce or whatever the hell it is from City Barbecue. It's a super thick pasty sauce. And then the coleslaw is a mayonnaise-based coleslaw as opposed to a vinegar-based coleslaw to balance out everything that's going on with the sandwich.
Okay, I'm 2 bites in, and I was still am really hungry. And I'm going to be real honest with you. I'm very glad you got that grill smoker thing. That's really good, man.
Yeah, thanks.
I would buy these. Like if you had these at a food truck, I'd go back for more. That's really good. I like it. The slaw, you're right. I was expecting the slaw to be more slaw tasting. It tastes like putting mayonnaise on the sandwich, having the crunch of the
It's just
cabbage.
some mayonnaise, some celery seed. Well, there's no celery seed in it. There's some mayonnaise, salt, pepper, and the slaw, like a bag of slaw mix, and just mixed it up. And
Yeah, that's
Throw it
good,
on.
man. I like it. Good call.
yeah, it's
And that sauce is really good.
that sauce. So it's
have to
also
give me some
got.
of that.
There's also a dry rub on the pork loin itself that comes from the same. It's a recipe for pork chops. This cranberry barbecue pork chop recipe. Well, it's a wet sauce that you're supposed to put on the meat before you grill it. Well, I eliminated all the wet ingredients and just made a dry rub out of it. And then I have this old 1970s Tupperware
Dry
meat
rub's
tender.
usually quicker and cleaner anyway.
They are. And
Took a second for that one to settle.
No, I was trying to ignore it and I couldn't. I have this 1970s like meat tenderizer container from Tupperware. Yeah. I put my meat in there, I put my dry rub in there, and I shake.
Oh, this is why we're going to have to start doing videos for YouTube or something, because sometimes your motions tell the story.
At some point we will.
Yeah, this is really good. The meat has a great flavor to it, a good spice to it. I don't mean like hot spicy. It's got a good flavor, spice flavor. Very tender. It's not dry at all.
It's the tarragon and paprika.
I love it, man. Very good. Thank you.
Thanks. And you also have a gherkin.
I'm glad I do, and I will eat my gherkin. I'm glad I didn't stop. I almost stopped at Marcy. I was already later, and I wanted to be out here. And when I left, I was like, man, my stomach just has that bottomless pit empty feeling you get sometimes. And I was like, I gotta eat, because if I don't, I'm not going to be able to. I'm just going to feel miserable the whole show, and I'll still, be a dancing monkey, and show will go on. But I drank some more. I'm like, I'll be okay. So, yeah, I'm glad you got this, and I didn't eat a gas station microwave sandwich that's under a heat lamp or a Little Debbie.
Yeah. Well, this
way
is
better.
Way better. And so I did slider buns for when we did it for dinner the other night. I took one over to my neighbor on a slider bun, on a plate, and he proceeds to give me shit last night when we're over at friend's house about bringing him a sandwich that he could eat in one bite. And my response was, I'm never going to bring you anything again.
Yeah. I just said you're welcome and left it at that.
I did. I'm like, that's what you get. I bought slider buns. I like slider buns.
I knew it had spice to it. I knew it. I could smell it, and I know you. It's good flavor.
Well, I had two of these, so I bought one specifically for...
It's got some kick. Man, that's got kick.
It's got kick.
And I told you I didn't want spice. When I walked in and saw Tabasco sitting next to a Glencairn.
I did it anyway.
I thought for sure you were going to make like a nasty Bloody Mary or something.
No. Now,
Who?
So these are just Kroger brand hot and spicy dill minis, I think is what they're called. I bought Zesty for dinner, the Spears, but I only got like 3 left, and I don't want to give those away.
I still got that jar of moonshine pickles. I'm probably going to throw them away. I look at them.
They're never going to go bad.
They're in like the basement fridge. I look at them. I'm like, I might use them for something, and I just close the door again. They're still sitting next to 3 of the 4 beers you gave me like 2 months ago.
That's all right.
Oh, that's good. I mean, it's got kick.
You don't have to eat the pickle.
I kind of want to.
All
it's
right.
got a good flavor. It's got
a good flavor. It's got a little bit of heat on it.
Yeah. This might ruin my tasting, though.
No, it won't. It'll be fine. You got water. And then what we have, so as far as our tasting goes,
it's really hard to eat coleslaw on a slider in a pickle without doing mouth noises.
I know.
Oh, don't. We hate it. Let's not do it to other people.
Yeah. So as far as our whiskey today, I've got Traverse City Whiskey Company, and it's obviously out of Michigan. This is their straight bourbon whiskey, and it's 86 proof, so it's kind of low.
Okay. I ate the rest of the pickle in 3 bites with no drink.
Why would you do that?
It's spicy.
Although I'm on my second pickle, so.
It hit the back of my throat. Oh, man.
Yeah, it did.
Ooh, my eyes are watering.
So
we're all sniffling, snotting.
This Traverse City it's aged in new oak barrels for 3 years or more. So there's no real age statement on it. Gurgle, gurgle.
Oh, man, that got me. So we don't know how long it's been aged. Where's
3 years or more? Traverse City, Michigan. So we're gonna drink a little bit of Michigan. And you're gonna like it.
I bet it's made with pond water.
Probably, but we've already had something similar, so.
Oh, we've had way worse. Well, I won't say
no,
worse,
I mean we've had Traverse City.
Yeah.
We had it over at Dude's.
Oh man, now my whole mouth is just burning.
It's going to be amazing when you drink this, then.
Well, I don't want it to ruin the flavor, so I'm trying to I've drank half a bottle of water. It is not going away. That's more kick than I was expecting. Like the first bite, I was like, okay, yep, it's spicy. But when I just ate the last 3 bites really fast with nothing in between, my tongue's burning.
They're really good.
On the meal, I give it a 4 out of 5 donuts. I would eat that again.
Nice. Yeah, there's room for improvement on it.
I thought the slider was great, honestly. I think everybody tries to improve, but sometimes you just got to accept that, hey, it's pretty good.
It's really good. I think if I use different pellets, it'll give it a different flavor. So I'm using it's called a competition blend. It's like everything. It's hickory and oak and this and that and the other. I actually have charcoal pellets now that'll go in to replace.
You need the skull-shaped charcoal.
No, I can't use charcoal.
I know, but it's pretty cool.
We'll have Tyler. He can buy those. But all right, on to this Traverse City. You okay?
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure?
Mm-mm. I was just letting water sit in my mouth to try and I'm trying to get rid of all the spicy, oily, whatever from the pickle, because that's all I can taste right now.
Oh,
my water tastes like spicy pickles.
Sweet pickle juice. Spicy pickle juice. On the nose, I'm getting a little bit of caramel and some vanilla. And there's some burnt sugar. It's really good. It smells really good. That pickle should have opened you up.
Oh yeah, sorry, there's a little dead air there as I'm sniffing. The pickle definitely cleared my sinuses.
Ooh.
But my tongue's on fire.
Yeah, your tongue's really going to be on fire after this.
But see, I don't want a good whiskey to be tainted by your pickle.
No, it's too late for that.
Oh. How did you stir these? Okay, so you gave, it is, the smell.
It smells fantastic.
It's really good. It's really sweet, but not not candy sweet.
Right.
It's a good
it's got
fruity
like
kind of sweet,
a burnt sugary.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now,
you know what it smells like to me is like when you do like a caramelized fruit, like apples or pears, or it's got that kind of caramelized smell, but you can tell it's a fruit to me. Oh, I was burped right in the mic. Yep, that pickle's coming back for more.
Sweet.
Whew. All right. So
spicy.
I'll give it a taste. You can give your kind of review on it.
For this, I like it. I think it tastes good. On the palate, I'm getting a little bit of like vanilla and some sugar.
This tastes like a freaking apple pie a la mode thing.
It's really good. Now, and I don't know if it's the pickle or at one point it just kind of falls flat and then picks back up again. Hold on.
Diesel is gnawing on this cow femur.
He hasn't gnawed on a bone in 2 weeks. He don't care.
No, but I had so many jokes run through my head there, and I'm just going to let them all go.
Of course you did. It falls flat. It's almost like, so you get this real nice flavor profile up in the beginning, and then it falls flat like cardboard, and then it picks back up at the end.
I don't get that. I feel like I'm eating a piece. It's like blackberry pie with vanilla ice cream, or blueberry pie. Like there's a fruit pie and ice cream taste to me. It reminds me of a dessert.
Yeah, see, I'm still getting it. That's weird. It's really quick. It's just like, here's some flavor, here's something fruity, and then it goes boop, and then it picks right back up again.
My tongue's still on fire, but the flavor of this is phenomenal.
Yeah, I like this. The pickle didn't take away.
No, it's my mouth's just in fuego, and my esophagus is burning.
That's all right. You should be used to that.
I am.
So we were supposed to have a guest today.
We were, yeah,
but they had to back out last minute. So
yeah, they got their dates confused. And we'll say that she definitely wants to be back on. She apologized profusely.
You say back on like she was on before.
Wants to reschedule. Sorry, in her words, she said, she thought they were leaving today to go camping through Monday.
Oh, okay.
Like on her phone calendar, she put in the date wrong. They left last night, and they won't be back till Sunday night.
That's fine.
So I said, no biggie. We plan on being around.
Yeah, we'll be here.
I said, well, we'll reschedule you. She said, well, next week I'll be in Florida on the weekend. So I said,
next weekend's your birthday,
So, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, it is, yeah.
I believe so.
Thursday's my birthday.
Well, now every day is a weekend, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, Thursday.
Huh.
Yeah, look at that.
All right, so I'm going to try this with a little water.
Try that with water. We're giving everybody what they want. Nothing.
I like it better neat.
You like it better neat?
Wait, there it is. Yeah, no, that's good. Yeah. I love that.
Yeah, that is much better with a little bit of water. Yeah. I didn't get that
flat flavor.
Yeah.
I'll say at first I went, nope, I think I like it better. And then it sat a second. I went, no, that's good.
Yeah, I like this. I would recommend going out and getting this. I will give this a 2.5.
I've almost bought this. Oh, I'm going way higher than that.
Really?
Way higher. Yeah. What's the price point on this bottle?
$35, $40, I think.
Yeah, look that up because I'm going way higher. I'm going 3.5.
Really?
I'm saying you should go find this. I've seen it while traveling up north.
I think you should go find it. I just don't know that I would.
I would. I like this a lot.
Okay. Traverse City whiskey.
Matter of fact, I want that bottle.
You can't have that bottle.
I know. I will fight you for it.
Ooh, I don't know about all that. You know, I don't know why I'm doing it this way. I can just
OHLQ.
OHLQ.
There you go.
So the Weller bottle lottery ended yesterday? Yeah, yesterday.
Oh, did it?
On Friday, June 12th.
I did not get an email.
About entering?
No, about saying I won or anything.
Well, it hasn't.
Oh,
the drawing
entry,
hasn't. The entry.
The drawing doesn't happen yet.
No.
Gotcha.
So for those that are not in the Ohio area and OHLQ, they'll buy specialty, what they deem as specialty bottles that anybody else, for the most part in the country, can purchase someplace else. And they will lotto them off. So they have 2,000 bottles.
Yeah.
And you have to be a resident of Ohio and all this other bullshit. And I like the process, but I don't like the process because they hoard bottles. So Weller Foolproof came out a year ago.
Yeah.
And OHLQ has basically been sitting on these bottles for at least 6 to 8 months.
Yeah.
Where they could have maybe procured some more, put them in and then release them sporadically throughout but whatever.
So which one are we looking at here?
So it's this one here. So it's $32.
3.5 easy. Go get that. I'm going to look for that now.
I'll put it up. I'll take it to a 3.
For $30, man. For me personally, it's hard for me to think of off the top of my head another $32 bottle that I like as much as this. Or probably some I like almost equal. Like $32, we're looking at. I mean, Weller Special Reserve's $22.
Yeah,
but I think I like this even better than that.
Really?
Not the antique, but maybe better than maybe I might.
That's interesting. That's interesting because
I love Weller. Weller's like.
So I would put this below the Wild Turkey 101 that we did.
I could see that. Yeah, I'd put them about on par for me, and they're about the same price.
They're about the same price. I would buy that Wild Turkey 101 over this.
Over this.
If the two were sitting there,
right? You got to pick one.
If I had to pick one, I think the Wild Turkey has a better flavor. But I'm not a huge Wild Turkey fan.
I'm not either. But that 101's great.
But that 101 was fantastic.
I like this better because it's that caramelized, appley, fruity, and that hint of vanilla. It tastes like fruit pie with vanilla ice cream to me. I really like it.
Yeah, I like it. I do. I will say go out and get it.
Yeah.
But I think there are other things that I would pick up over this.
That's fair.
I mean, it's just.
Everybody's got their own taste. I'm going to look for this. I'm going to get me a bottle of this.
Yeah, go get yourself.
I really like it.
So they had it. It was sitting on an end cap at Giant Eagle, and that's when I bought it.
Okay.
So I'm like, I'll just pick up a bottle. So they had the red label, which is the, I think it's no, it can't be the barrel proof. I don't know this cherry edition. I don't know which one it is on this list. There's only 4 on this list for Traverse City.
Yeah.
So, and I don't, maybe it was the signature barrel proof. Maybe that's the red bottle. But either way, doesn't matter. Definitely go get this, go pick it up. But again, not my favorite, but I would keep it on hand. I'll have it on hand. I'll have to drink through it. No big deal. All right.
If you have to, it's that big of an issue. I can take it off your hands.
No.
The red label is the cherry.
Well, what's the signature barrel proof then? Maybe it was the cherry then that they had there. But I thought we had because we had that was a Bourbon Pursuit pick.
The
or Breaking Bourbon
signature looks like the let's see.
Is it black?
Signature Barrel Proof is like a whitish label.
Oh, okay.
Like a faded label looking thing.
Yeah, it must have been the cherry edition then.
And
American cherry.
Yeah. Oh, man.
You still dying over there?
Things are happening in my belly. That spicy pickle, it's almost like I feel the heat down in my stomach now. It's like it's moved past the tongue, burnt the esophagus, and now it's down in my gut, in my bowels.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so...
Phone away. I'm good.
We have... Let me pull it up over here instead. So, there's been a lot of shit going on in the U.S. lately.
There is.
And I say shit in a loving way, not in a mean, derogatory way. So, we've got the COVID going on. We've had...
We think. Nobody...
Well, so, hold on. Hold on. So, we had the COVID going on. And then George Floyd was essentially murdered by cops.
Yes, definitely was.
Definitely was. And then we've got protests and riots and looting that were all going on because everybody should be treated equal. But you sent me a video, so I saw some things.
And just so everybody knows, we're not getting deep in this now.
No.
We are trying to. I'm trying to line up a couple guests for us to do a deep dive into this discussion.
Yeah, we're not avoiding this. We're
Right.
just trying to get some shit together so that we can get.
Well, here's our thoughts. We talked about it last week a little. We weren't ready. We didn't want to be like the media that'll rush out and give our thoughts and feelings and emotions and speak just out of raw emotion without having a lot of facts. So it's not a fact of what we believe whether or not he was murdered. We do.
He was murdered.
We want to line up a couple special guests that would really make we feel a great episode, and we really want to cover this issue with the racism with the George Floyd incident and do it in depth. So would you notice, unlike most podcasts, we have not even touched on this until now.
Right, and if you go back and listen, we've touched the race issues before with DJ.
With DJ.
I mean,
yeah, absolutely.
Go back and listen to those
It's not like we're
episodes.
afraid of it. We're not avoiding it, but we've talked, and we're really trying to let things. I'm trying to let everything kind of happen, and then we can look at some facts.
Yeah.
So I did. I sent you this video.
So you sent me this video. We'll get that in a minute. But so one of the things my neighbor and I were talking about was we went like completely far left field and went into conspiracy stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
I love doing that.
Imaginary conspiracy stuff. So, what if COVID isn't real? What if it was a thing that the government made up or the NWO came up with, the New World Order, that to get people to stay home? Okay.
Well, it's the Bilderberg Group, man. It's all the millionaires.
Hold on. To get people to stay home, but instead of people staying home, they wanted people to riot and protest. Because of staying home.
Yeah.
Okay.
Build up tensions.
But it didn't work. So they went months with trying to, you need to stay home, you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to stay home. So that conspiracy, that didn't work. People stayed home. They're like, fuck it, yeah, I'll stay home. I can work from home, I'll stay home, fuck it. I don't care. I don't want to interact with people anyway. I personally, there's only very few people I want to interact with, and I'll stay home.
You love me.
You are sitting here, so you would be one of those people. Well, that didn't work. So then they paid the New World Order conspiracy, all conspiracy, hypothetical, paid the officer to kill a black man, to incite riots, to get people out, to basically
Cause
chaos. So,
and then they were telling all the police to fight the first day, and then the next day they were like, hey, don't fight them.
Don't fight them. And then to even back that theory up more, Chicago PD was sitting in a senator's office watching people loot and riot and not doing anything.
This morning on the radio, while I was taking a dump, I had the radio on my phone, I'm listening, and they were talking about the videos of these police officers in SWAT uniforms going around slashing tires.
And starting fires. Slashing tires and starting fires.
The guy breaking the AutoZone windows.
Yeah.
That was in full-on gear with carrying an umbrella. His own family and stuff out of him like, dude, I know who that is. So one of the things I read, and I haven't talked about here, and I didn't share it on my Facebook, listen to this. Think of every other instance where a black person was killed by a white cop and how things happened around that scenario. Looking back now, You had 3 other officers standing by watching.
Yep.
Anytime that there's an incident where there's, let me finish too, where there's somebody being detained, what do the officers do to the crowd?
They
back up. Put your camera away. They try to block it.
Yep.
What were they doing to this one? Getting out of the way and letting people get camera angles so everybody could see what was happening.
Right. Well,
that's really weird to me.
And with that, the other 3 officers were not white. One was black, one was Asian. Being
his brother-in-law.
Yeah. And
he knew George Floyd because they worked together.
Right. So
there's just a lot of fishy stuff.
So it's we're going like way down that conspiracy rabbit hole. Do I believe any of this? Maybe with like a 2%.
It's like not yes, but not no either.
It's not a yeah, but it's kind of like
they're just things that raise questions.
They're just they're observations.
Some of it's like, okay, I can see that, or why did this guy kill somebody that he knew?
Right. So and
why over when the store clerk said I didn't even know if it was a fake $20 bill or whatever.
Yeah.
Why did they kill a guy?
So it's don't get us wrong. It's speculation. It's conspiracy theory. It is.
We're not taking a stance here today.
No, there's no stance.
This is just things have been rolling around in our heads, and
yeah. So, but you sent me this video, and I'm not going to bother playing the video. But
it's all over Facebook, and
anybody can see it. It's 200 looters steal $100,000 worth of goods from Florida Walmart.
And what got me was it had to be Florida.
It had to be
Florida.
Florida.
What do we do on our show? Florida Man. We have a segment called Florida Man.
And
talking about Florida Man, which is a well-known meme.
You got this, and I'm just like, it's got to be Florida. It's always Florida. My sister lives down there, and she's just like, I don't know what's going on here.
Yeah.
She's like, I don't care. She goes,
no, Sarah's smart. She's not going to get caught up in all the crap and go out and do something, be with the idiots.
No. She's
smart and can handle herself.
So, but yeah, I would like to have your buddy DJ on.
Other DJ.
I'd like to have
both my buddies.
Well, I don't know your DJ. Your DJ, our DJ, potentially Mo, and if we can get him on at the same time and just talk about it.
Well, and I've got a very, very close lifelong friend who years ago decided I'm going to try and make a difference in stuff I don't like and became a police officer. And he is a white male officer who hates that George Floyd was murdered, hates what the cops did, does not like dirty cops.
Right.
And a lot of people say, well, all cops are bad cops. We have a friend.
Not all cops are bad cops.
No, I'm not saying that.
No, I know. I'm reiterating
even people that are quote unquote good cops, if they don't stop the bad cops, like I saw a meme that said, or a tweet that said, if you have 10 bad cops out of 1,000 good cops, but the 1,000 good cops do nothing about the 10 bad cops, you have 1,010 bad cops. And I kind of went, I mean, it's saying that if I see you kill somebody and I do nothing about it, I have some obligation morally to turn you in.
Right.
If I see you choke your daughter, kill her, and bury in that ditch in your backyard, I did nothing about it, yeah, I'm going to be in some trouble.
Right.
So that's kind of what the meme's saying. So I kind of get where they're going, but at the same time, that's like saying, okay, every citizen is responsible for every bad citizen. Well, if I'm not there, my buddy works in Columbus. This happened in Minnesota, right?
Yes.
He can't do anything about it in the moment. So I don't agree with all cops are bad cops.
No,
I don't.
And I
don't agree they're all bad people. Now, I do think that all cops will enforce some unconstitutional laws. Like in Florida, it's illegal to collect rainwater. You can get a ticket for that.
Yeah, which is absurd.
I think
same
that's
thing in California.
Unconstitutional.
I think if they do the same thing in California.
I think if a cop does that, that cop's kind of being an a-hole. But I'm not saying all cops are bad people. I'm not saying they're bad cops. I never have. We know somebody that's an Ohio State trooper.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a buddy that's a Columbus police officer, has been for 8, 9, 10 years. And I want to have him on with these guys because he is very much in the same camp that, no, this is wrong.
Yeah.
But now I'm getting backlash for it, and I agree. Because he wears the uniform because, so I'd like to have that back and forth of not I don't want to fight, and I don't think
it'd be moderated. It won't be an argument.
Well, but I don't think the reason I'm picking the guys I am is because I know that it won't become a fight.
Right.
They're very professional, all of them.
Yeah.
But I want a good discussion on it. So, I think that this is an episode we need to do, but we need to do it right. I don't want to just throw out articles that everybody's seen because we've all seen bad news. We've all seen bricks are getting dropped off, and then no, these bricks were here 3 months ago, and then it's just there's a lot of crap out there.
Yeah, I agree. So, with that, we're going to move right into Florida Man.
Let's do it.
So I've got a couple.
Segway.
I got a couple articles here.
Oh, I like that one you just scrolled past.
Yep. What, that one?
Yep.
Okay, we'll pull that one up too. So we got about 5 or 6 articles here. And again, for those that don't know, Florida Man, we just read the titles and then we make assumptions because
that's what we do.
That's Florida. You make an assumption. It used to be America's retirement home. Now it's where all the crazy shit happens.
It's America's freaking taint.
Ready? Florida man trapped in unlocked closet with his girlfriend for 2 days.
I like how they put the trapped in quotes.
Yeah, trapped.
Technically apostrophes, but
trapped.
So
that's it. That's it.
Well, what's the story?
That's it. Remember, it's just title. We're not looking at stories. That would be journalism. We're just two bumpkins reading shit.
There's a picture, and then one of the comments says, that woman is only 25 years old. Yikes.
See? Reddit is the best.
Drugs are bad. Okay.
Reddit is the best. Drugs are bad.
Oh, somebody put drugs are bad. Okay.
Yeah.
As soon as you scroll down.
Wow. How does this even happen? Because. All right.
Yeah. Trapped in an unlocked closet. What
so,
an idiot. They were high.
This one, I actually saw the article on this one. Florida man wanted to be cool father by letting 12-year-old girl drive 85 miles per hour.
Okay.
Okay.
Hold on. Did she wreck?
I don't believe so.
Then what's the problem?
It wasn't his daughter.
Oh! 12-year-old girl. It doesn't say his daughter.
No.
Okay.
He wanted to be cool father.
This is a
cool
pedophile
father
thing. This is a Chris Sanson, like...
by letting 12-year-old drive. It wasn't his daughter.
Was it his car?
I don't know.
Because we're not going to read the article.
Because we're not going to read the article. It's all in assumptions. Now, I did see the article, and I did see that part where it wasn't his daughter. It was actually in the title on another website.
What's he doing? Did he know her? Or is this just some random girl like, hey, you want to drive a car? It used to be free candy would get kids in your car.
Yeah.
Now you got to give them the car.
Now, hey.
They play Grand Theft Auto. They're like, we don't want candy.
You want to drive this Bugatti?
Hey, ooh. Yes, I do.
Yes, I do.
Absolutely.
What do you need from me? I'll drive it.
I'm taking my shirt off as I'm walking to the car.
That's right. So here's another good one. Florida man carries blind T-shirt wearing gator into key lime pie store.
Says it's a no big deal. Hold on. So he's a blind gator wearing a T-shirt. It says blind T-shirt wearing, but I had to my brain in it. The gears kind of got.
I assume
that there.
The gator's blind wearing a T-shirt.
It's no big deal then. What's the gator going to do? He's blind.
He's blind.
Just walk away from him.
Snap.
He can't snap if you're 20 feet behind him.
Well, no, but he can just snap around.
How big was this gator?
I don't know.
How good was this key lime pie?
What's from Florida? It's got to be amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, that's where key lime pie comes from.
I think that one dude in Hoboken.
All key lime pie comes from Florida. Even if you make it in your house, it came from Florida.
It's like, I'm going to make key lime pie from Florida and Kentucky bourbon in Circleville, Ohio.
It's going to be amazing. All right. 17-foot python nearly kills Florida man, leaving him bloody and bruised while capturing the invasive snake in order to promote conservation.
Good.
I'm fine with that.
He tried to promote conservation by picking up a 17-foot python.
Why wouldn't you just...
Obviously, he's not a professional handler.
No, why wouldn't you just cut its head off? Or shoot it?
Because he's trying to preserve... He's trying to conserve the animals.
What...
Right?
They're an invasive species. They need to be dealt with swiftly down there.
I say we throw all them up to that Seattle place where they're trying to make their own.
Some dumb shit. So Florida's got gators.
Right.
Everybody knows that. In the Everglades. Yeah. Some dumb shit released 5 crocodiles, Nile crocodiles, into the Everglades.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That won't cause a problem.
No, luckily they were able to find the 5 that this asshole released. Because if they had taken over. Oh, yeah. Holy shit.
Then the University of Florida has to change their name to Crocodile instead of Gators.
Yeah, they'd be the
Florida Crocs.
Well, they are Croc.
And then they have on the side of their helmet just be a picture of the shoe, the Croc shoe.
Yeah, But can you imagine if a Nile crocodile took over? They'd kill alligators. They'd kill skunk ape. They'd kill Sasquatch. They'd kill deer. They don't give a fuck.
No, I think they'd come more inland too.
Oh, they travel.
The gators aren't coming up here. Now crocodiles, I think they'd go to Canada. Like, they don't care.
They're like honey
I know
badgers
nothing
of the
about
water.
them, but I'm pretty sure they can survive like anything.
Pretty much.
This is the one I wanted to read.
Go ahead.
I only saw the first line. Naked Florida man attacked flea market coin machine. That's where I read. And I said, open that. Then an employee stole a car, tried to kiss an elderly woman, threw brick at another man, arrested with a gun, ammo, and a throwing star. Faces 19 charges. Let's break this down. So he's naked.
So
he attacks a coin machine.
Now, is that like one of those, like, you dump coins into it?
I don't know.
Or you put dollars in and get coins out?
Change. I don't know. Then he went after an employee, stole somebody's car.
An employee of what?
Coin machine.
The coin
store.
machine?
Yeah, the car wash.
The guy come run like a little midget, got out of the coin machine. He's like, "Get back here!"
I'm sure it's just a midget in a box on a wall putting like quarters out when you slide a dollar in.
And this guy kicked him.
It's like mini me. And then he tried to kiss an elderly woman.
Well, he stole the car.
Yeah, I said that. He stole the car.
Well, how far did he get?
Just
through the parking lot?
And when did he try to kiss the elderly woman? Was she in the car?
Did he throw a brick while kissing the elderly woman at the man?
He gets in the car. There's an elderly woman there, right?
Yeah.
Starts filling her up. Her husband starts hobbling over with his cane. He grabs a brick.
From the back seat.
This guy's hauling bricks to protest something. Throws a brick at the dude.
Finds a gun.
And then he's arrested in the car. In the car, they find a gun, ammo, and a throwing star. Not his. He's innocent.
Yeah, he doesn't. But he's facing 19 charges.
Why does he have a throwing star? He don't look Asian. Playfully racist.
After we just got done talking about
it. Faces 19 charges. And then the first comment, where was he holding the gun and throwing star if he was naked? And somebody else said backpack. Now I'm picturing this guy naked with like a Dora the Explorer style backpack with just random weaponry in it.
You know what? The problem is, it wasn't him. It was Swiper from Dora the Explorer.
Swiper, no swiping.
That's right.
Scroll down. I want to see some of the other comments.
Ooh, we got a name. His name's Pickett. He was chased out of the parking lot where he stripped naked, stole a vehicle. He left behind his clothes and a pistol. The report says around 11:35 a.m., an elderly woman told deputies that Pickett approached her in the stolen vehicle, grabbed her hair, tried to kiss her. He then picked up a piece of concrete, threatened to kill her. Pickett followed to throw a brick at a man who lives nearby. Sounds like a stand-up guy to me.
Somebody put a man that doesn't do things by halves. He goes all in, baby. Like if I'm going all the way.
Oh,
someone wrote a whole song.
They wrote a song to the tune of Big Iron, which I don't know that song.
So,
and I'm not reading all of that.
Yeah, it's long. I bet it's funny.
What types of drugs was he on?
Somebody said bath salts are great.
I'm guessing he was high on schizophrenia.
I'm using that line. High on schizophrenia.
Florida is Reddit's the best. Reddit has a whole subreddit called Florida Man, and that's where I get a lot of our stuff from.
Oh man! Now I'm in tears from laughing.
Oh, and that alligator was 5 foot. It was a 5 foot alligator.
That's a good sized alligator.
That's a pretty big alligator.
Just be carrying in to get some key lime pie.
Yeah.
Leave your gator in the car. Crack the windows.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Yeah,
they're lizards anyway.
Yeah, it's fine.
They'll adjust to the heat. Foreskin theft.
Oh,
Florida man activist protests the lifelong loss of circumcisions.
Man, white people will protest anything. Foreskin theft?
Yeah, we will.
It's a bunch of white people hold up signs mad about foreskin.
Yeah.
Wow.
Give me my dick back.
Just the tip.
Florida woman arrested after altercation with husband over dog excrement.
What are you fighting over literal dog crap for?
More than likely, he was walking the dog. The dog took a shit and he didn't pick it up. And, well, they're living in a trailer park, so they want to keep that trailer park kind of nice.
Right, you have to.
You have to. I mean, because a tornado could come by at any time and tear it down.
It's gone.
And it's gone. But
the dog crap would still be there. Trailers are gone, right. Dog crap still sits there.
And we know that tornadoes only attack trailer parks.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
I've seen the movie Twister.
Yeah, there was a cow flying by. Ooh. Florida man carries his rifle to peaceful protest. Open carries his rifle to peaceful protest because he has a concealed carry permit. Gets arrested.
Okay, first off, Open carry's legal.
Not in all states.
It should be. Constitutionally.
It should be.
It's legal.
But like Ohio,
Secondly,
it's legal, but I don't think open carry in Florida is legal.
That's unconstitutional. Secondly, that guy looks like somebody I went to high school with, but he's not.
Are you sure?
No. Thirdly, open carrying a rifle has nothing to do with having a CCW or a CCL. You can have a CCL. That doesn't mean you can just carry a bazooka around or drive a tank. Like, the CCL does not grant you permission to do other things with firearms.
Permits you to hide
it's called concealed.
A weapon on you. Open carry, you can walk down the street with a rifle strapped to your back.
Right.
Or open on your hip in a holster.
Yep.
With no qualms. Now, people don't like it, and people don't understand that, like, Ohio is an open state, and people, like, lose their shit when they see someone walking down the street, but not a lot of people do it.
Yeah. People that do it, they get a couple of reactions. Most people say, oh, they just want attention, or some people say, well, it's scary, or we saw a guy with a 1911 strapped to his hip, that pumpkin show a few years back, and I went, guy's carrying a 1911.
Yeah.
Not my gun, but good on him. And we just kept walking. You know, it's just that didn't bother me.
No,
I would rather know who has a gun than not know myself.
Right.
Because as crowd goes down, I'm now looking for the guy that was about 6'5", middle-aged white man with a cowboy hat on. Because I know that guy's got a 1911. Where's his? Is he the one doing the shooting? Is he the one returning? Like, you know, I know he's got one.
Yeah. So here's the update to the Florida man who let a 12-year-old drive his SUV and told her to speed because he wanted to be a cool father, even though it wasn't her dad.
I think he was high on schizophrenia.
He may have been.
He looks real creepy, too. You know, like, he looks like somebody that's talked to Chris Hansen before.
Florida woman arrested after fighting with husband over daughter's used tampon.
Nope. Next story. Nope. Don't. Next. Wait, scroll back up one above that.
We've done that one before.
Oh, okay.
He gets, tased on the genitals. That's a new twist on shoving meat
I wonder
in
if somebody
pants.
gave him $1 million, or was it $2 million?
Ooh. Florida woman used wet tampon as a deadly weapon against police.
Why was that the next story? No. Next.
I mean,
going.
it's
nope.
No, it's perfect.
Stop. Nope.
Come on.
Stop.
You pussy.
No. Poor choice of words. No.
Oh.
Disgusting.
Florida woman once arrested while dressed as a turkey, jailed over exposing herself.
Okay. Hold on.
Oh, we're on the Florida woman trip at this point.
Hold on. Arrested while dressed as a turkey. Is that Halloween costume? Or dressed as a dressed turkey, meaning plucked naked and full of stuffing? Did she have stovetop in her cavities?
Oh, God. With a wet tampon.
Stop it. Stop it right now.
I'm hashtagging wet tampon.
Oh, I'm going to remove it. I will go back and make that edit. That is disgusting.
It could be water.
I don't care.
It could be alcohol. It could be rubbing alcohol that someone's shoving up their ass to get
Don't
high.
care. That's gross too.
Could be whiskey.
Don't care.
I mean, it's a waste, but
that's a waste of whiskey.
Let's see. Let's go comments on the dress turkey one.
A few notes from the article.
She wasn't jailed for being in a turkey suit. She was jailed because she was trying to steal over $1,000 worth of merchandise while in a turkey suit.
Oh, well, good way to not draw attention to yourself while trying to steal $1,000 worth of whatever.
This time she was arrested because she refused to leave the man's house. When the deputies arrived, she hurled a bottle at them and exposed herself and began screaming and cussing that she didn't have to leave. She was actually booked for trespassing rather than any sort of indecent exposure.
Now, is it indecent exposure if you're in a house? I mean, if you just flash a cop that comes into your house.
Yeah, I think it's still indecent exposure.
I don't think that would stick.
If it's not your house. She's not in her house.
Somebody replied to that. Still, both incidents prove her Florida-ness, and she deserves credit for that.
Very true.
Oh, man.
All right, let's do another one.
She shook her tail feathers at him.
Drunk Florida man and wife jailed in tampon tossing.
Stop! Tampon tossing melee. No, this is not okay.
It keeps coming up.
Stop it,
I'm
Reddit.
just going right down the list.
Come on.
Florida man, this will be the last one. Florida man's Breaking Bad fan with autographed hazmat suit arrested for running drug ring.
Why not?
I mean,
You're a big fan of the show because you live it.
Right, and you have an autographed hazmat suit.
Great show.
I actually only watched maybe 2 or 3 episodes.
Oh, dude, it gets so good.
I tried.
Here's something you need to watch. And I want to watch. You have Hulu, right?
No.
Never mind. I'm telling you, I found this show by accident yesterday. I opened Hulu, and just like everything else, here's some new shows. Check them out. And there's one called Crossing Swords. And it's an animated one.
Sounds like people peeing together.
And, well, I think that's kind of the play on words they're going for. Dude, it is not kid-friendly. I mean, they're dropping F-bombs left and right. They're making jokes about, it's medieval times, right?
Right.
So they're making jokes about gay people. Like, they go to the forest to get these fairies, and they eat them, the knights do. But all the fairies are gay. I mean, it's just like, it is not PC. It makes fun of anything and everything. It's like a stand-up comedian's wet dream. I watched, by the end of the second episode, I was crying. My stomach hurt from laughing so hard. It is not appropriate.
I tried to get Hulu and get rid of our cable altogether.
Yeah.
But Liz wasn't down for it because they don't have some of the channels that she wants. We'd have to pay extra from that service to get these channels.
The channels too.
And then it ends up costing the same amount as it does now. Yeah. We're going to close out the show with something that was texted to me today. It's a guy on a lawnmower.
Oh, speaking of text, I went back and read some of our Instagram messages.
Yeah.
How we talked about some of our listeners emailed us and this and that.
Yeah.
And Mr. James Smith. And you talked about how, hell, Randy annoys me sometimes. LOL. And James said, yeah, I can tell by his voice. I can see that. So F you and F you, James Smith. I started reading that the other night, and I didn't even want to message you. I just started laughing. I was like, I'm just going to say something. And then I kind of shrugged like, yeah, I can be annoying. I think my voice is annoying. When I listen back, when I talk, I feel fine. But if I listen back to our episode, I'm like, man, I hate my voice. But that was funny. So thanks for listening, James, even if I am annoying you.
Him and Mo have been listening since the beginning.
They have.
Well,
faithful
I don't know if James has been listening. He's listened to every episode. Mo has been listening. I'll take that. Yeah. Mo has been listening since the beginning.
And we love Mo.
And I love Mo. I gotta get in touch with Mo.
All right, let's watch this video.
So this video is 3 minutes, so I'm not going to watch the whole video. All right.
Will they be able to hear the sound now?
No. So we're going to have to kind of describe as things go. We'll be able to hear it.
There's a guy on a zero turn in front of a house.
And he's bearded and he's
just a normal looking guy.
So I don't want to give it really away.
I did see the title right before you moved it down.
Oh, well, shit. Okay. Now he's driving a tank.
He turned his zero turn into a tank.
He is it was a, what if I'm driving and I'm out mowing, but I want to drive a tank?
Okay, so he's got a chop saw, he's cutting some wood, measuring some things. It's a Toro.
He's building a frame.
Z return. Yep, he's building a frame out of just 2x4s.
Basically.
This is what you're doing with yours, ain't it? This is why your motor's been going so long.
No, I got my mower back finally.
Oh, okay, good.
They told me that it works, and that if it doesn't, call them immediately. So we'll find out tomorrow if it actually works. So, patriotic music's playing in the background. He's cutting shit up.
Yeah, we'll say they're playing. It's like,
all right, we're gonna jump ahead.
Yeah, so I don't need to see him actually build it.
Now he's painting it
with a
spray
paint gun.
There's the cannon. He's putting a star on the turret. A moth. It's called the Bourbon moth. COVID-19. So,
that's funny. Oh, he's got some working
it's got
LEDs.
Lights. He's doing some laser cutting.
Dude, he's cutting out.
Oh yeah, he's going
he's making he's
making tracks.
CNC machined gears for tracks.
Yeah,
that's impressive.
All right, so jump ahead again.
Yeah, he put legit tracks.
Here we go. He comes out, and it rolls like the tracks actually work.
It looks like the tracks are driving the mower.
Yeah. So he sits in the turret so he can see out of the turret, so he can mow. It's all terrain. He busts right through a fence.
Yes, he's going through the fence. Yes.
He just busts through a fence into a field.
You got a shovel on the side. All terrain. It's a freaking mower.
Yeah. Working tracks.
You got an axe on one side, a shovel on the other. He's got a hatch.
Hanging out the top.
Dude.
Now, this is the best part.
Tell me the cannon fires.
Look at him. Bump. It's a potato cannon.
Gun, yes.
That's awesome. So
he kind of looks like
and it still cuts grass.
He kind of looks like Aaron Janetti
a little bit.
With like maybe if him and Dude had a baby.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But
No, who's he reminding?
I got to thinking about this. I'm like, I wish I still had my old zero turn. Because I had an old red Toro like that, and I got the skill set to build that.
Oh, yeah. It wasn't nothing hard. It would take time.
It just takes time. Other than machining out the tracks. Because I don't have that plasma CNC machine. But, yeah, that'd be great to be able to build that. That'd be fun. Then go out and just mow your lawn in a tank.
That'd be awesome.
He's mowing in a tank.
You can take that to, like, parades and stuff downtown and just drive a tank around and shoot a potato cannon at people.
That'd be so good.
so like the Shriners are on their little cars in front of you.
And
you just hit one with the back of the head. The potato. Bam! Out of the way.
And move.
Oh, man.
All right. Let's shut this bitch down.
All right.
So, check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Google, Tweetstagram.
Send us an email at gmail.com. Buckhornpodcast@gmail.com.
Yes, that one.
If you like the show and you want to support the show, literally, if we could get our listeners to just send $1 or $2 every week, that would help fund the show.
In the arms of the angel.
Doing a show is not cheap.
For $4 a month.
So, and really, what are you going to do?
An entire village.
What are you going to do with that other $4? You're going to go buy, some gas station hot dogs. So, cut out the gas station hot dog and send us $4. That would be great. It would help us out a lot. Anyway, all right.
I'm surprised you let me go that long.
I know. But in order to support the show, if you want to support the show, you can send us Venmo, Brandon-Martell.
Download Brave from our Facebook page?
Yeah, download Brave from our Facebook page. It's pinned at the top. I know a couple people have done it. It's an amazingly amazing browser for privacy, and it doesn't track you like Google does. It's really good. I use like 3 different versions of it.
When I use that, my ads cut down drastically.
Oh, my God. The ads are almost non-existent. I take it back. The only ads you see are the ads.
You look up something.
Not even that. The ads they provide you.
Yeah.
Like, I don't get the Facebook tracking ads. I don't get the Google AdWords stuff.
Right.
Like, I don't get any of that stuff anymore.
Yeah, I love Brave.
Glorious. Other than that, I'm Martell. He's Randy. And we're out.
Peace.
Welcome to Randy Sings the Songs, where you'll hear such hits as
I'm all alone. There's no one here beside me. It is like 10:30 in the morning, and I have not eaten breakfast, and I'm hungry.
And songs about unknown body part locations.
Green bars on the screen. Green bars on my spleen. I don't even know where that's at in my body. Martell's gonna make a hot toddy. I'm just kidding. I don't really know. But he's getting something for us on this show.
And who can forget classics such as
I got no turntables in my microphone. Where it's at? Sitting in the studio all alone. Where it's at?
And we even have songs for the kids.
I've got the lovely bunch of coconuts, diddly-dee. There they are, standing in the row. Boom, boom, boom. Big one, small one, some as big as your head. I only know the song because of the Lion King. I wonder who sings that song.
And tongue twisters.
How now, brown cow? How now, brown cow? The tip of the tongue, the teeth, the lips. The tip of the tongue, the teeth, the lips. Enunciate. Pronounce. I slit the sheets I slit, and on the slitted sheets I sit.
Do you need sound effects for that next haunted house? Well, we got you. But wait, there's more. Who could forget this terribly depressing hit?
Fulton scored. Fulton scored. I am really bored. Fulton's great. Fulton's great. A year ago he couldn't even skate.
And we even have bonus tracks. What is really going on in Randy's head?
I see a yellow golf ball. Why does Martelle have a golf ball? Martelle doesn't golf.
These hits won't be around forever, so you better act now. Just send $20 to Brandon-Martell on Venmo, and we'll send you an MP3 of just these hits.